Hi everyone, it's Chelsea here, bringing you another segment of living in Southwest Florida. If you've been thinking about taking the plunge and moving to Southwest Florida, one of the first questions most people are going to ask is, can I afford it? Today we're going to dive in specifically at the Fort Myers and Cape Coral metro area and see what those numbers look like. Let's pause real quick though before we jump in. I would really appreciate if you could go ahead and hit that like button. This way YouTube algorithms share this information with others, and it makes me feel good to know that there are people who watch these. And as a thank you, please enjoy this video of a bald eagle just chilling out in a field in Cape Coral yesterday. I've said over and over again that one of my favorite things about living here is the wildlife, and this moment watching this beautiful bird definitely ranks up there. And I wouldn't be doing my job well if I didn't remind you that we always love helping people from all over the country buy and sell their homes here in Southwest Florida. So if you or anyone you know of are even thinking about moving, then feel free to use that contact information below. All right, let's jump on in. While I often discuss all of Southwest Florida as a whole, today I'm going to be looking specifically at Cape Coral and Fort Myers, which are usually lumped together as one metro area on many of the cost of living calculators. I'm giving this preface because there are many outlying communities that you may find more cost effective. And if you head into areas like Sanibel, Naples, and Marco Island, then those are going to be much more expensive. Also, as a disclosure, the numbers I'm using are coming from payscale.com, which is a data research company, and they boast on having unmatched data collection. All right, let's start big picture. Overall, the Cape Coral Fort Myers metro area is 4% less than the national average. Woohoo! This means that on average, most people will save by moving to Fort Myers metro. People are typically saving in categories like healthcare, utilities, and housing. The cost of healthcare is 4% less to see doctors, purchase prescription drugs, or even take your pets to the vet. Lee Health is the main medical network here for those looking for doctors and specialists. The most savings can be found in utilities, which are on average a whopping 12% lower. This includes electric, gas, water, and even phone bills. There are a few things that are important to point out on this one though. First off, there is no natural gas stored in this area, and so unless you have a private propane tank, natural gas bills will likely not factor in at all. Secondly, some communities are still growing, and that includes portions of the northern section of Cape Coral. Many homes may still be on well and septic systems, and they're not hooked up to the city grid. This is part of what's keeping the statistic low. You will find that Southern Cape will be hooked up and parts of the Northern Cape, but it's still a work in progress around here. Also take into consideration that while these services are still being built out, homes in Cape Coral will have special assessments to cover them. Be sure to look on the home's water and sewer line statuses and if the assessments are paid off. If not, they're still going to be showing up on the tax bill, or they may even be coming in the future. And let's not forget about housing. There has been a lot of talk about housing prices here rising substantially over the past year. Just last week, there was commentary here on my channel about the cost of housing being way too expensive. And if you followed along on the monthly updates, you'll have heard me talk about its meteoric rise within 12 months. But so has the rest of the country. And when it comes to the comparison of the Fort Myers metro and the national average, the Fort Myers metro will still win. The most recent national numbers for this come from September, and they were released by the National Association of Realtors. They found that the median sales price in September for the entire nation was to be $352,800. Here in Metro Fort Myers and Cape Coral, the median sales price in September was $329,900. This makes the Fort Myers metro 6.5% less expensive than the national median price. So you may now be asking, what categories can I expect to pay a little more? Well, according to payscale.com, the food and transportation categories can be a little bit more expensive. Roughly 5% more for food costs and about 7% more for transportation, which includes bus fares and gas prices. Also, I'm going to add a category that I've noticed on a personal level, and that's luxury self-care. If you are a person who likes to get pampered, maybe you prefer to have your nails done often or your hair done or the weekly massage, then these expenditures tend to be priced slightly higher than other cities I've lived in. Also, since there's so much to do here, I've noticed that our lifestyle budget lines for entertainment tend to be higher because we're out and about and doing more and living life more than we ever have before. If you're moving to the area and you want to go out and be active, consider items that you may be adding to your life that you may not currently be doing. Now let's take a minute to compare. Cape Coral and Fort Myers might be 4% less than the national average, but how does it compare to major and mid-market cities overall? Well, New York is 138% higher. Boston is 54% higher. Los Angeles is 49% higher. Chicago is 28% higher. Newark is 27%. Philadelphia almost 22%. Miami is 19% higher. Denver around 16% higher. Ann Arbor, Michigan is 9% higher. Cleveland is 5% higher. Atlanta is 3% higher. Houston is 2% higher, and Nashville is 0.5% higher. One last thing before I leave you, if you decide that Florida is the right fit for you, then I cannot talk about cost of living here without discussing where income can be saved, and that's taxes. Florida has no income tax, and that means that 401ks, pensions, IRAs, and Social Security benefits all can go further here, and it also has no inheritance or estate taxes, so that helps residents create more generational wealth. And homeowners in the state of Florida with primary residency can also claim a wide range of homestead taxes. And if you're a Florida resident and decide to move, the Save Our Homes Act lets you take your lower tax base with you onto the next home, which is called portability. All of these savings tacked on with that lower cost of living are all things to consider when considering your move to Florida. As always, I would love to hear from you. Does this area sound like someplace you could see yourself living? You can always find my contact information in the video description below if you'd like to run questions by me for your specific scenario. Myself and the network of agents I have throughout the United States are here and ready to help you with your move. Also, feel free to use CapeCoralFortMyersRealEstate.com for all the latest listings to hit the market and to begin getting comfortable with our marketplace. There's no obligations. And if you are ready to go ahead and get that ball moving forward on your move to Southwest Florida, then there is a link in the description below to get that personalized home search ready for you, and it'll be completely tailored to you. Oftentimes when you see web aggregates, it limits your capabilities, but when I build this search, you will have many more options available, and we can begin to have a conversation on what your home in Florida will look like. Also, don't forget to add me on social media and follow along as we post weekly articles and information that you may find handy and give you insight as to what life in Florida looks like. And as always, we really appreciate when you leave us a comment and hit that like button, subscribe button, and notification bells so that you can be notified when future videos drop that help you with living in Florida. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I wish you much health and happiness.